My name is Sweet Tim, his name is Cool Tim, and welcome back to the Tims. We're gonna have a good Tim in this episode. How's it going, Tim?
At this Tim, it's going all right. Is there more words besides Tim? I guess that I could replace.
I mean, I'm trying to think of any extra ones, but in the entirety of the English language, frankly, thinking about that's a little intimidating. Would you like to get started?
Yeah, I think so. I did press the OK button already. It says waiting for play. So whenever you're ready.
Right.
Whenever.
Sorry, I was
ready.
leveling up my farming. I think I became a little better at hoeing.
Okay. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Greenhorn achievement. When do we get the hats?
Coleslaw, we've already learned that. Sorry?
When do we get the hat?
Greenhorn achievement?
The hat vendor. When do we get that? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, I think the hat vendor has already turned up.
Oh.
And I think I read the message from the hat vendor, and it was like, hey, come down and purchase hats. And I was like, hey, no.
Me sell hat, you buy, okay? Is what he says.
I think it was something like that.
Yeah, I love that, man. That the hat mouse. Oh my.
I think I visited it a total of once, and then realized, oh, this is cosmetic, and then never visited it.
Oh man. Anything cosmetic, I'll visit all the time. I take a long time to make my characters and everything.
Oh yeah, I'll take a long time to make my character, but as soon as I have a character, yeah, I'm fine. This is the icon that moves itself around the field in order to get me closer to my enemy, which I guess
they're like a cartoon
plants.
character. They never change their clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would be comfortable having this. In fact, I will tell you exactly this. I am certain that there are save files of Stardew Valley that I have that have exactly this same costume.
Oh, okay.
Including the hat, all of the clothing being exactly the same.
Oh yeah, the same hat too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I'll get it after the egg festival, and then I'll go. Not wearing a hat yet. Let's pop this on.
But yeah, but not this Tim. Not this Tim.
And not this time.
But I knew something was pulling me towards giving you the hat. I knew it was destined. It was digi-destined.
Much appreciated. What is the concept of digi-destiny in Digimon as well? Do you remember?
I have no clue. I don't know if it's any different than normal Destiny. I think it's just like the same.
Yeah, they did do a whole lot of just prefix to things and going, this is a new word. Yeah, my thing digivolved. It definitely didn't evolve. That's a Pokemon thing. It digivolved.
Yeah, it's like if at the top of this episode I said I want to come up with a word, but I can't think of anything off the top of my Tim. It's like
I think those are more Smurf rules.
Yeah.
Just replace anything with the subject at hand. I would like to go and purchase a fishing rod if you're okay with that. It will cost some of our money.
That's okay. That's okay. I don't care. Cool Tim is too cool to care about money. Cool Tim will steal his fishing rod.
Ooh, Cool Tim. Hell yeah.
And then cry about it. Because he just did it.
Cool Tim.
He just did it for theatrics. He wanted to stand out in the group he was in, so he stole. But he felt bad, so he actually sent it back to them in the mail.
I was about to say, in high school, did Cool Tim send back the kinds of things that he would have jacked?
He did. He did.
I like it. Kind of like a heart of gold sitch.
Yeah, like I did this, but I immediately regretted it. Kind of situation. Cool Tim. Oh, Cool Tim. Too cool.
The coolest thing about Cool Tim? How cool he is.
That's it, that's quite true. Quite true.
I'll tell you what that was. That was I was. You know what? I'll start the setup for the joke. I'll figure it along the way. And nope. The lights are going. The train crossing was down, but the train wasn't coming.
That's me, like, most of the time. So I just like the great thing is just develop a humor that facilitates low expectations. And then sometimes you'll say something and it'll be like, oh, he said that funny. Or like, ooh, that I have heard that said before. Or something, Callback. There we go. Just a callback.
Exclusively. I like to occasionally just upload an episode of me reading War and Peace in an extremely monotone voice. The reason I do this is so that people get like a sense of a ground level of my enthusiasm and of my humor.
Yeah.
And as a result, comparing any other episode to that, well, this is hilarious.
Yeah, you must be like, oh my god, is Rhapsody on something? You just having a normal conference, just like, hi guys, I woke up today. Oh my god, is he on something? What's going on?
I gotta be entirely honest. I do feel like coffee is like a performance-enhancing drug for this job.
I think so too. I think it should be outlawed. I think people who get ahead on YouTube and who have drank any caffeine, quite frankly, you know, it's akin to steroids, truly.
Exactly. That's coming straight out of my pocket, you and your caffeine. How dare you?
Oh my goodness.
If no one else drank caffeine, I swear I would be super big on this site.
Dude.
But all these people drinking caffeine, I could have been number one, but caffeine got in the way. I'm sure it was just that, and not the fact that I started 7 years too late.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever think about how we could just decide to be competitors and not like each other? Do you ever think?
You know what? Okay, so I have thought about that in the past. In particular, long before we ever started working together, and I would hear about you constantly because I was doing the Enter the Gungeon series at the time, and man. I would see you in my related stuff, and I hadn't seen any of your content at that point, and so I didn't know, oh, this guy is a really, really nice guy, a really wholesome guy, fun to work with, cool.
This is the guy that's on the search results.
Sorry?
This is the guy that's on the search results.
Yeah.
Or something.
This is the guy that I'll see like suggested in the same thread that I'm suggested in for games occasionally. Oh, maybe I'll check him out eventually. And then as soon as I watched like half a video, I was like, yeah, no, there's no reason to be competitive here. We can be collaborative and good. Like, I cannot dislike this person, so I can't be competitive.
Oh,
I can only be competitive if I like actually dislike. I don't like being competitive at all.
Call out, call out, call out, call out, call out. Who is it?
Can I only be competitive if I dislike? I mean, like, I have done a fair few competitive series for someone who says like that. But I try not to treat them as competitive.
Yeah.
So like actual competition would have to basically be, yeah, there's a tension here, there's a struggle here.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. I like you too, Rhapsody.
Aww.
And I'd be scared to be on your bad side.
I'm not a scary force.
No, I wouldn't be. I don't know if it's a compliment. I would not be scared to be on your bad side, and I think that's I think that's a compliment.
Wow, Reto, you don't know what I'm capable of.
Oh, now I'm scared
How
to be on your bad
not
side.
Be scared to be... Reto.
Uh-oh.
Why would you say that about me?
Rhapsody, I'm scared to be on any of your sides. I don't understand at all. I don't understand.
Got him exactly where I want him.
Oh my god.
I want people to just be constantly unsure of where they have to stand.
Keep them guessing. Keep them guessing.
Yeah, exactly. Keep them on their toes.
It's like I swear that cats...
No, I could not see us being like actually truly competitive.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had the same exact story. It's like, oh, I see those. Like when I search my videos to see where they are, yours are there above or below, and I was like, well, that's another person doing what I'm doing, and but yeah, and then same story. I watched one. I'm like, oh, okay, why be mad at a nice person? what would that do?
That is one thing that like the front-facing nature of statistics on this site, like everyone knowing your views count at all times, in particular, like unless you hide your sub count, but don't do that. That's dumb. That's one part of it, which is as a creator, you have to constantly fight back against envy because it will pop up, and you need to be able to emotionally deal with that.
Yeah, I think it helped me a lot with it because growing up, I think I had a lot of problems with it. But
with envy in particular.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I think as a kid, like as kids often are, that aren't taught well, and then I think I got older and learned things independently that have shaped me into a person I actually like.
I'm glad to hear.
Yeah. Better than the alternative. I got cold and callous because I started off pure. I got cold and callous.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I guess it does depend on kind of the what would I say? It kind of depends on. Hang on, I'm stalling out for a second. You talk.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my train of thought. Chugga 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 choo choo. That's all I got. I ran out of coal.
Damn it, I'm out as well.
We're looking for an alternative fuel source, but nothing quite fits. We tried salmon berries. It don't work.
It unfortunately was not enough to power my brain to actually complete the sentence that I was attempting to do at the time. Instead, what's up?
What's up? I don't know. What are you doing in the Stardew Valley right now? I came back.
I'm doing some fishing.
Fishing in our home base, or are you down? Where you at? What are you trying to catch? You're trying to catch stuff for the bundle, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch stuff for the bundle. So I did some ocean today, and now I'm doing some lake fishing because the lake fishing has any time that I can get the carp and the bullhead, and I would like those.
Yeah.
In the river, we need sunfish. We need the shad. We need catfish. Catfish we don't have. Shad we haven't donated one of.
Okay.
We need to wait for a rainy day so that we can fish up an eel, a catfish, and a shad. That's about it. What are you up to?
I mean, I was mining. I came back because I was like, I'm not gonna make it down another 5. But I think I made it all the way to 35, and I did not find a single bit of iron. So I think it does start at either 35. I think it shows up sparingly at 35, and then shows up quite a bit, like in full force at 40, if I remember correctly. So I don't have any yet. But tomorrow, ooh, mama.
Woo!
Iron's back on the menu, boys.
Are you actually like are you a large fan of Lord of the Rings?
I am. I really, really love it, but I am afraid to call myself a super fan because of, like, I know that I'm not as big of a fan. Like, I wouldn't be able to answer trivia, but I feel like that shouldn't diminish how much I actually like it, which is a lot. Like, I'm very attached to it from growing up.
Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't. I'm not gonna like gatekeep of have you read the Silmarillion?
Yeah, I've definitely not read the silly Marilli. So, but I loved the movies growing up. I did not read the books yet, because I do want to. But yeah, no, I feel very attached to it, but I'm afraid to call myself a fan in a public forum.
I honestly have the same fear about Lord of the Rings in particular because I read the books as a kid, and I will tell you, so much of it went straight over my head at the time. I largely read it because my dad had spoken about the record. Smallmouth bass right there. My dad had spoken about the fact that it was one of the first series of books that he'd read. And it was like a formative experience for him, and I was like, I'd like to do that as well.
Yeah, I definitely want to read the books. I mean, I assume do you watch the movies too, or?
Yeah, I did that as well.
But the books definitely came first, right?
The books definitely came first. Yeah. But I want to go back and actually read the books as an adult as well. I want to go read them. Until I do that, I can't call myself a fan, like, in earnest, especially around people who I know have read the books recently even. Yeah,
I definitely want to go back, and I want to actually read the books. We just rewatched the movies earlier this year, and it was really fun. I love doing it, and I want to do it again already. It's a world I love a lot, and I want to find the time to read.
Yeah,
but it's one of those things. Like there's too many games out. Not only that, there's too many mediums out. Can we just stop producing media. I mean, I guess
exactly. Patricia Arquette's series has gone far too long. I agree. I've always said so.
You've always said so.
I've always said so.
Are you gonna get into bed?
I'm sleeping in this bed
Oh
again.
my god!
Oh no!
You are such a hooligan.
Look, I'll tell you what happened is I realized sellables and we might need money tomorrow. I don't know. So I made the trip to go and dunk them in the basket, and it's caused me to collapse, but it's got us 700 gold.
Can you not sell them at Pierre's?
No, you can sell plants at Pierre's.
Oh, you can't sell
fish at it.
Can you sell fish at Willie's? I think you can sell fish
Yes.
at Willie's, but that's so far away.
And also, like, it was closed by the time that I was doing.
Yep. Me sell hats, okay, Poke? Come to old house, Poke. Bring coinies. Hat mouse.
I got a far better letter than that. I got my dad giving 500 gold.
I got that too, and I got the hat mouse. Eat it. Nerd.
All right. That's fair. You win.
Oh, you got the fishing bug. Oh.
Did I get the fishing bug?
Oh my god.
Have I split in half?
No, you're holding a
Am
fishing...
I fishing the plants?
Let me tell you something. There's no fishing pole. There's no fishing pole. But imagine the position you would put your hands in if you were holding a fishing pole in front of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And water was coming out of the hand area. It's like you're like, let's just say you're watering the plants in a different way today.
All right, I get it.
I don't know if that's gonna help them grow. Maybe it would.
No, it won't. Salt content.
Oh, salt content. Yeah, well,
It's not gonna help them.
I mean,
Brawndo doesn't help plants grow, and neither does that.
if you were a plant, which music do you think would help you grow? I guess that's a fancy way of just saying what music do you like. But it's not.
No.
What music do you like that's relaxing?
Just what music. Exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. What music do you like that's relaxing and nurturing? Like, I can't say my typical answer would be experimental noise rap for what music do you like, because that's what I'm listening to most recently.
Mm-hmm.
Because There Existed an Addiction to Blood came out recently, if anyone's into clipping. So I do that every single time, and one time I've gotten a response of, my man listens to clipping, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was living for that moment.
Yeah, it's like
Just
that's
being recognized by one person.
That's what you do. You gotta just sprinkle those deep cut references, like here and there, so that when you get the one person going, my man, you're like, oh, you too, though.
Exactly. My
Like,
person, though. What up?
yeah. You and I, we are linked by that one unique thing. We have both laid eyes upon that unique thing, and also lay eyes upon this thing, which is the video game that is here. Ain't that the way? Ain't that fun?
It's a parasocial relationship rank up.
Oh yeah, it's a boost. It's like
I mean,
it's like one of them Call of Duty XP up weekends. On the front, you get the codes from the Mountain Dew bottles.
I have not participated in one of those, but it is exactly what I would imagine exist.
Yeah. Oh God. When I was a kid.
Have you?
No, not quite like that. Not for Call of Duty. I never really played Call of Duty. But there was. Are you familiar with Habbo Hotel?
I am.
Are you familiar with the crappy offshoot Coke Music Studios?
Oh, no.
It was Habbo Hotel, but you could string together crappy music by literally like taking second clips of like a riff of something and putting them all together to make music. But so it was basically Habbo Hotel, but also you had that element, and you were trying to like make money by playing your garbage music in like little clubs and stuff for other players, and they would give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down if your crappy song was better than the other crappy songs. But they would basically, under the lid of every Coca-Cola bottle, you would get points to buy furniture in that game. And as a young, I definitely participated in that. I bought many of them, or requested many of them to be purchased. so that I could have American Idol themed furniture in my Coca-Cola themed rooms.
Oh god. There's I will readily admit there's a part of me that died during that sentence.
I didn't want to say it, but I am an adult and am not that child. So I mean, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried.
That's totally fair. You need not be worried about it. It was. I
share it because it's absurd, not because it's not.
It sounds like a thing that would happen in like I want to say 20 minutes in Idiocracy.
It's completely a parody, but it was real and it happened as much as it shouldn't have.
All of those kind of like kids tie-ins, like it's weird. You can spot so many kind of extremely abusive like marketing practices and consumer practices in kids stuff, especially when we think back to our own youth.
Yeah. What, like, I don't know. The toy that's popular changes every single year. Like, and I don't know. I was thinking about that earlier today. There's poor kids. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know until
they have no clue
old,
yet.
and then they record a YouTube video, and then they talk about the sentence that says that they bought American Idol furniture in their Coca-Cola themed room and realize that, boy, that was messed up.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're never forgiven for it.
Yeah, like it's like, let's buy our children Coca-Cola all the time in bottled format, not a small kind. Make them want it not only because it is a sugary drink that's damaging for them, but also to get fake furniture, to partake in fake capitalism while participating in real capitalism.
Which itself, like, because you are purchasing things that are related to a real world property, is almost certainly an integrated ad.
The game was an ad. It was called Coke Music Studios.
It was, with an ad in it for American Idol.
Yes, and they're in my room in the game. They not only there was an ad, like there was a full set of furniture relating to American Idol. And then there was a set of furniture for the launch of Batman Forever. Or no, Batman Begins. Batman Begins. And so in my room, I had a Coca-Cola couch, like an American Idol couch, something for the movie Shark Tale, like a fish tank from the movie Shark Tale, and on my wall was a Batman Begins poster.
Yep. It's I'm afraid you were living inside of a billboard.
I think I was. Okay, I reached floor 41. I was right. Floor 41 is where you get the iron ore.
Well done.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for having done so. I am now just, I think, collecting salmon brie is my mission for the day, just so that I can fish later into the night. I think if this day goes through until like 2 a.m., like if we stall the day, just doing extra tasks with the salmon brie, then that will map neatly to an episode.
Ooh, neat. Ooh. Maybe if you buy a Coca-Cola and input the key underneath the cap, you'll get more energy to fish in Stardew Valley.
Yeah. What would you think would be like a good No. What would be the worst corporate tie-in for Stardew Valley?
Amazon.
Amazon, yes, okay.
I mean, it'd be so weird. It'd be so weird with the tone of how it's obviously JoJo's obviously Amazon.
Yeah. I kind of like the idea of like talking with Beef Jesus in this game.
Yeah.
Having a debate about the merits.
What, on a flip side, what show or game or anything has done your favorite tie-in? Like, if they, like, in a world, assuming they had to do it, which one did it the best or least offensive? Because I have one that I always think of for that. that I think.
All right, I'm gonna have to have you go first because I'm gonna think on this for a bit.
The one that I always think of that I think is a golden implementation is in the show Community, the subway becoming a person.
Yep.
And I think that's because it's like it's very wink wink nudge nudge, and it's very clear that it's like they were like, you know how to make this funny, take this. All right, Subway becomes a human being personified. You can talk about everything about corporal humanization and everything and all the problems that it would cause. Go for it. And like, you can tell that they were just allowed to run with it.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely has to be a level of any good brand integration, is them being a little bit hands off with it. I actually will tell you, it's not a TV show or even a movie or even a game. It's a YouTube series called Internet Comment Etiquette by Eric Big Money Salvia.
I've heard of it. I've definitely heard of it.
I would highly recommend it. He does a lot of ads for NordVPN, like every YouTuber these days as well. But in particular, he always makes them like more worth watching than occasionally the video. Like his ads are so high quality in concept and execution. They are just usually sketches that also happen to reference. These are here. It's the perfect integration in my mind.
And it's double the perfect integration, because then you're going to want people to do more people will want to come do ads with that person. They'll be like, oh, hell yeah. Like, people come to this place for ads? What safe miracle capitalist haven is this? I must partake.
There are, like, oftentimes timestamps in the comments, like, timestamp to the ad.
Yeah.
Remarkable. Yeah, no, I would say that, or a podcast that I was listening to that had Comedy Bang Bang, actually it was that had the sponsor of, and of course this sponsorship would go down well, Cards Against Humanity. And their sponsorship was just Cards Against Humanity have purchased an ad, but they told us not to read it. So here's the episode.
I mean, I like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
And it probably, like, the thing is, just, what do people want always? They just want something novel. That's all. That's all everyone's seeking all the time, forever. Why do things work? You can always tie it back to, it was novel in some way. That's it. People just want to see and hear things that they haven't seen and heard. If everyone started to do that exact ad, nobody would like that ad.
Exactly. Like, think about the state of the ad business after Old Spice started doing their ads, and how many bad versions of that we saw.
Yeah. But like,
for
a while,
making a good ad means being random.
Yeah.
I guess that's what we're gonna do now. We've learned that lesson, exclusively that lesson. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the perfect example of it, because the Old Spice ads were, they were, at the time, they were like, wow, an ad that is not bad, that's not in the handbook, you can do that?
Honestly, quite a large fan of that kind of advertising. I'll even get involved on that kind of thing. I keep forgetting where the lake is. The lake is actually the one in town, so I've just been fishing in the ocean and the river and not the lake.
Oh, how dare.
I might pass out in town.
What's new? I mean, I guess it's novel because it's in town. That's just, it's
exactly.
Okay. Yeah,
and people should like it because it's novel.
Pass out there. It's novel. Come on, the whole passing out thing is all played out now, Rhapsody.
Fine, I'll die. Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die. Did you see that there's a battle royale mod for Stardew Valley?
I did not.
A group, you literally multiplayer drop down on this island somewhere, and everybody can get a horse and a sword, and they have at each other. With
I can't imagine it's fun, but I like that it exists.
It certainly exists. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm so glad that I could say the sentence that there is a Stardew Valley battle royale.
I mean, it's no more confusing than Plants vs. Zombies 2 being a first-person shooter.
Is Plants vs. Zombies 2 a first-person shooter? I thought that there was a Plants vs. Zombies 2, and then there was Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, and Garden Warfare 2, and then Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville.
Okay. Well, I'm going to concede to your knowledge
because
here,
I said all the names, and I
said so many names.
Battle for Neighborville just came out. The weird thing is, apparently those games are good. That's the weird thing.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, is that allowed?
I'm pretty sure that's not kosher.
Yeah. Well, so did you want to just end it here?
I do.
All right.
I do. I was stalling for a moment, like, oh, does Reto have another remark? This is, I think, mine.
Here, let me find let me search the words on Google. A good article.
Mm-hmm.
Best articles. Over 100 interesting articles. How to stall YouTube video. Step 1.
Oh, that's an interesting article.
Step 1, search an interesting article. Click the first link. Read first. Okay. All right, that's an infinite loop. You can go. We're done.
Yeah, it does seem like that would actually be pretty useful. What is the top, actually, legitimately on that list of interesting articles? Because I need to know now.
Okay, let me go see. All right. Well, first of all, it's divided into a bunch of sections. What do you want to know? There's behavioral psychology, habits, motivation, procrastination, better sleep, eating healthy, strength training, creativity, decision making, focus, mental toughness, life lessons, reading lists, self-improvement, constant improvement, deliberate practice, goal setting, productivity. About James. Wait, that's
my name's been Rhapsody. His
that's
name's
the about
Reto.
section.
Probably discuss that kind of thing in the next episode, because it actually kind of sounds like there's going to be a good hook in there. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. See you next time.
Bye.